Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Welcome back to another book review. This time it's the 1961 Stainless Steel Rat by Harry Harrison to go along with the rest of our reviews this month. That being Silent Running, Soylent Green, and now probably his most popular, if not most famous, sci-fi novel. This is actually a 3-for-1. All three of the original Stainless Steel Rat books in one hardcore edition. This is actually a really nice copy I just got on eBay to replace my original copy that disappeared after probably loaning it out to one of my friends, and as you know, only your friends steal your books. All three of these books are actually pretty short. The first one I think is only about 150, 130. It's really, really short. Yeah, it's about 150 pages. And it's basically about a professional career criminal in the far future. A loner who always works by himself and almost never gets caught until the very beginning of this book, where he is coerced into joining the intergalactic special crime division of that particular galaxy, where he's basically turned from criminal to criminal hunter in a very, very interesting case that spans several worlds and multiple ups and downs and twists and turns along the way. I'm not going to give you any other spoilers than that. All that information can pretty much be found on the inside of the dust jacket here, which I always appreciate when they do that instead of on the back of the book. That way you have to at least open up the book to decide whether or not you want to read it. And, I'd read all three of these a long, long time ago. Even my mom and several of my friends read this and enjoyed the heck out of it. And there are probably close to 10 books total in this series, spanning decades of Harrison's career. And one of the things I like about his writing the most is that he doesn't waste time going into too much technical detail. He obviously wasn't an astrophysicist or a starship engineer, but fakes it with the best of them, and really just glosses over the unimportant stuff while giving you handfuls of really cool sci-fi gadgets and locations and places and technologies, running the gamut from weapons to you know life-altering physical surgeries for disguises and intergalactic space travel. That he doesn't waste time. When a voyage is going to take a week or longer, he just more or less fast forwards through those time periods, finding more or less a couple of sentences, and boom, you're back into the action. Nobody really wants to relive the day-to-day doldrums of being stuck aboard a starship. Maybe in a Star Trek type environment where the starship is huge and has all kinds of different recreational activities and intrigues and role playing activities, but Slippery Jim is a loner through and through, so he really has no need for any of that sort of thing. This would make for a great solo type campaign for a one-on-one, a DM and a player. A lot of these ideas, I'm sure, influenced the greatest science fiction role-playing game of all time, that being Traveller. There's clear notions in here that were obviously absorbed into Traveller, and I really like seeing things like that, reading the old books and seeing where the great role-playing game designers got their ideas, as opposed to after the fact people writing using the role-playing games as their inspiration, as opposed to reading the inspiration that inspired the original role-playing games. And this is clearly one of the best. If Traveller had a list of must-read books, this would be at the top of the list. Maybe a couple previously or a little bit afterwards might have beat this one out, but I'm not too familiar with them. I've read a lot of sci-fi, but this tops the list of, I'm not going to call it hard science fiction, but it's definitely some of the most enjoyable science fiction and some of the most recommended books I can think of for you budding or even hardcore old school sci-fi gamers. I hope you guys will give this one a chance, pick it up. Maybe you'll get lucky enough to find a copy as nice as this one, or maybe even better. But to be honest, this is one of the nicest copies of a book I've been able to pick up in the last 10 years. It's still shiny, brand new. It's got a nice slick, dust jacket that looks like it's barely been read maybe once or twice, if that. And it's going to stay in my collection for many, many years to come. I'll probably end up rereading all three books many, many times, as well as the other books that come after it. But I'm really looking forward to getting back to this one when I get the time. I may even get to the second book this month, but there's no guarantee of that. I've got a lot to do this month. I hope you guys are busy enjoying your summer, and I hope you actually spend some time with a good book in hand. If not, maybe an audio book of one of the classics, such as The Stainless Steel Rat. And until next time, guys, have a great week. I'll see you guys later on this week all over the interwebs. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Till then, happy reading. Goodbye.